I can still hear you, Joe. I swear to God, if you don't stop talking through my intro, we're going to turn this show around and go home, young man.
You shut your shiny hole. I'm doing this intro. Welcome to Pokemon GO Podcast.
Crap, I did hit all the
Charles
buttons.
just pushes all the buttons.
There we go. Shush. Shush. And welcome to Pokémon GO Podcast, where I thought Joe was going to try to steal the intro, and I was waiting for it. I am the rock out of podcasting, Charles McFall, and that is Joe_Ard, and he's in timeout, but we're not going to tell you why. It's quite all right. Joe, did you notice the new threads tonight?
I did. I like the color. There's a shiny Charles tonight.
There's a shiny Charles. I got the off-color green instead of the black and red as my normal evolutionary color there. And that's because volume 2 of I thought that might be happening. I'm recording on 2 channels at once, but it's okay.
There's a biased person in chat commenting about your jersey.
Oh, I bet there is. Volume 2 of Lycan is coming out very, very soon. World's Most KSDM, never met you before. Not yet. You too can get this nice jersey like I have if you become a super executive producer of that book, like I've done 2 years in a row now.
And if you forego all of the other perks of the Kickstarter and just
when you do it right, you make that creator bend to your will, and he just brings it down to the level you want to pay, and that's that's how that works. And you offer him some sheets dogs, and he's okay. But that's not what we called to talk about, Joseph. I told you, everybody. Joe's in timeout. He's rowdy tonight. He is on something this evening.
Okay, all right.
We got a lot of things to talk about, so let's hit these experiences. How dare you do a stupid battle with Team Rocket while we're trying to do a show professionally, sir?
Oh, it's okay, because I know you had a lot of experiences this week because I reminded you that there was a 2-day event this weekend, right?
And what was my response back to you? You did remind me, yes.
Said,
you did not remind me to publish the show, but you did remind me to do that.
You said, I might do it, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. I said something like, we'll see.
Man.
I did do something, so I got to figure out what I did. I honestly don't remember. I got to look at my Pokemons. Oh, man, come on. Apparently, I put some eggs in some incubators because they're hatching now. I got to get past that.
Well, if they were 10K eggs during the event, they might be some regionals,
perhaps.
There you go.
The screen changes it, but yeah, I just hatched 2 Tropiuses back to back.
There you go.
Holy cow! Well, that worked out. There's my experience of the week, everybody.
Oh, the banana beard.
I thought you were talking about me. I was like, what? What, Joe? What is that supposed to mean?
Charles with a banana beard. That should be the title.
No,
I want to see the AI art for that. Charles McFall with a banana beard.
No. There you go, Joe. Age 0-7. Done. Okay. So let's scroll through. I actually did a lot this past week. I turned on my gotcha. A bunch of Pidgeys. Those things are back apparently. Surskit I just hatched, but it puts it down. Interesting. It puts it when I started the egg, I guess, because it says hatch 3-2, receive 225. So it puts it at my receive day in the list when you sort age 0-7. So that's interesting. Corefish, hadn't seen them forever, so I was happy to see Corefish. Got that. This is Georgia, so absolutely
Georgia.
It goes from the warm weather fishing and getting the corefish to the very next night being cold and Snover showing up. So that definitely happened. Just hatched 2 Tropiuses. I fought and got a Rayquaza, 2 Groudons, and a Kyogre. Okay, so yeah, that was the event this weekend. We could do the Groudons. I got enough candy to primal reversion him, but I didn't yet because I wasn't entirely sure if we confirmed that it'd be free after a recharge.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, however, you can primal revert them once a week, just like Megas.
Okay. Well, I
But
tell you, everybody seemed to be Team Red, man. Everybody. And I don't mean Valor, which you should be absolutely Team Valor. But no, it's like I got inordinately more invites to Groudon than I did Kyogre raids. And I
well,
wanted, you know me, I wanted Kyogre, but
so it didn't matter whether you picked red or
well, I just mean
blue.
just the invites I was getting, basically.
Got it. Yeah, no, you could run into any of the raids, and they were tough raids. Um, where I was, it was raining, and so there were weather boosted Kyogre that we would run into, and if we didn't have like 10 people, we weren't taking it down. And so yeah, it was the first raid I did was a Kyogre, and we had 7 people, and I was like, oh, 7 people, we're good. No, we weren't. We
I
only
think
it still had probably about 30% of its health left when time ran out. Now, granted, we went back in, and some people were just a little bit late, and we were good. But yeah, Kyogre was a little bit harder. Just like World's Okayest DM says, Groudon was a lot easier because of the 4 times weakness to water.
okay. All right.
But yeah, but thankfully though, our listeners were showing up big because the people around me were like, "Oh, we're not gonna be able to do it with the people that we've got here." I'm like, "Don't worry
Oh
about
my
it.
root beer.
All we gotta do is invite
That's
some
this.
people, and we're gonna be fine." And so I don't know how many people that they invited joined, but almost every time I was inviting, you can invite 5 people. Usually, at least 3 of them showed up for me. So
Nice.
we had Tambourine showed up to a bunch of them. You showed up to a couple.
Yeah,
Um,
dude.
I had it's one of our listeners from Japan. What was his
Yeah.
name? It starts with an F.
Frank.
Fujiokum was joining a bunch. It was a lot of fun. So Pauly D, what was the shiny Latios and Latios problem? I know that the previous weekend in Vegas, shiny Latios and Latios could run, but that's because they were wild. Shinies from raids don't run, but shinies in the wild do, as far as I know.
You're not supposed to get Latios and Latios in the wild.
During this event, we did.
Okay. Dennis says could take some people like 100+ balls to catch.
Well, and that's
It's
if
only
they didn't
Palomino.
run. They ran on me quite a bit.
And then Polly said they wouldn't.
Oh, okay, I
It
see.
wouldn't run, but catch rate's really hard.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I didn't run into any shiny Latios or Latios this go around. So, there's that.
I didn't run into the regular ones this go around. Apparently.
Yeah, I used a lot of.
Oh.
I used. A
I didn't
lot.
expect you to stop when I said that.
I did a lot of raiding, and the people around me were like, I gotta go. I'm out of raid passes. I also got.
I hit my limit. I hit the 6 and it wouldn't let me do anymore.
Okay. Oh, did it actually kick in the remote raid limit of 6?
I would get an invite after 6. I had to. Okay, so here's another part of that story is I almost didn't participate in any of the raids because from last week that those stories and what they've done, it just kind of stuck with me and I didn't expect it to. And so it's like, Jard, you weren't the first, but I forget who the first was, but yeah, so-and-so invited you to raid and I see it's a ground. Oh yeah, it's a ground event. Cool. You need to buy raid passes. And I went, okay, let me see what my gold is. I mean, I wouldn't hesitate. I go, oh, you need to buy gold. I don't know. I actually thought about it for a minute. It's like, no, I want to play with everybody. I like the people invite me to play, because I still feel that connection with, even if I've never met them. I was like, oh, cool, we're actually playing together. So but I took long enough debating it. I missed that first raid invite because I didn't get my passes in time. But I ended up buying 3 packs because I was out. So I did 3 raids and bought another pack, did 3 raids, bought another pack. And then no matter what, it would say there was no group found if I got invited. And I realized, I've done 6 raids.
Okay. I did a total of 14 raids.
But most of that was in person, or all of it was in person?
Most of it was in person. I did a few
Well, I
remote
know
ones.
one thing. I invited you, Ibbot, Tambo, and a couple other people to a raid that I was going to do, and I sat there until it got to like 20 seconds, and I bailed out because nobody showed up. So I was like, I'll just sit here and wait for a raid invite, and I got them.
See, I don't even remember that one coming by. I was probably in another raid, to be honest. I missed a lot of requests to raid because I was raiding in person. Yeah, it was.
That's the title of the show, Joe. Too busy for you.
Bah. So, and I got enough to.
Nope. Dang it. Wrong button. Nope.
Yep.
Yes.
I got enough of the primal energy to do at least one of each. Actually, 2 for Groudon, but only 1 for Kyogre. The primal reversion energy, or whatever it's called. The primal energy. It's just called primal energy. Okay. And I had a debate, and because I had enough Groudon energy to do a second one, the first one that I did was one of my old Groudon with that was shiny.
Yeah.
And so I'm saving my other one for one of the ones that has the special move from this time, because the Precipice Blades, because it's a lot better. And then whatever Kyogre I end up doing will definitely be one of the ones with Origin Pulse. So
I you know what? I did not even check the attacks that I got. I didn't think about it.
Yeah. And then I got a bunch of Kecleon as well. No shiny one though. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, I don't know, 4 or 5 Kecleon. I guess I could just search for Kecleon instead of scrolling through.
I got my
7.
first Kecleon. I didn't get a shiny Kecleon, but I got 2 Kecleons. Where was I? I was spinning stops. Oh, it was at the festival. Okay, so Saturday. This is why I'm having a hard time remembering this weekend, because I drank an inordinate amount of alcohol, which is not a normal thing for me. I play like it is.
Don't drink alcohol, kids. It'll affect your memory.
No, nobody said that. I don't remember. Somebody didn't say that.
I said that just now.
Who? Where? So I'm on the way to the Beer, Bourbon, and Barbecue Festival, which I love. It is my high holy holiday. It's a great thing. And don't spit out your milk, man. And Joe texts me. He's like, hey, it's community day in 30 minutes or whatever you said. And I did. I literally went, we'll see. But I went and turned, my wife was driving, so I went and opened up the game, and we hit traffic, so I'm starting to catch stuff and do things. And so we were at Atlantic Station in Atlanta, and number of stops and stuff there. So while I was walking around getting all the bourbon I can handle, I was spinning stuff. So I got 2 Kecleons while I was there. That's pretty cool. What you get there?
It's a shiny female Pikachu with the ribbon on the head. I actually ran into a shiny male form as well, but I had already clicked my plus and it ran away from my plus before I got to it.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, and then I caught a shiny Baltoy over the weekend as well. So
nice.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, I did not actually grab any shinies in this event, but it was a copious amount of fun things to grab. So we got to the festival. I think I still played about an hour into the festival. Then I was like, yeah, I'm good. I got to focus on walking now.
What?
Oh, no, the wild Patrat ran.
But it was so weird. If I didn't have that recorded, no one would believe me. So
I still don't.
I got in there. I was about to throw the ball, and I accidentally got out of the game. And when I got into the game, it ran for me. Like, I didn't hit it with a ball or anything. It was just like, peace out.
Well, everybody, that's the new trend on TikTok, and Joe just edited it so that the Patrat ran away. It's the runaway trend. Buzzwole! I've named one Chad, apparently. I forgot about that. I'm going through cleaning out my Pokebag. I am not good at cleaning out the Pokebag.
Is the real Chad. He's the true Chad. He's the Chad of Chads. Buzzwole is the Chad of Chads.
Wow. The shadow. So I got one more thing to talk about experience wise, and then we can hit this break. Um,
We haven't
when
even
I'm
gone into Discord yet.
all right, yeah, we'll
Go
do
into
that, and
the
then
break.
then we'll hit the break. Hey, I'm trying to get to Dennis's bit. Cause he got me under 5 minutes. I'm happy. I want to listen to it. So here's my issue right now. It's a technical issue with the game. Is when I'm not in game, as in currently I just went and shut it off while I was going to focus on talking, and I get an invite to raid, right? And it pops up on the lock screen or it pops up on the main screen of my phone if I'm on my phone. And I touch it, right? It takes me right into the game. Then it automatically opens up the raid and I can hit join. I love that part of it. That part is working just fine. But every time I do it that way, every time, it overlays the world stuff with the battle stuff. So I have my it's not quick attack. What's the other one? Charge. I have my charge attack button sitting there, right? And it is sitting there, but also just off center and slightly below it, but still overlapping, is the button on the main screen, your Pokeball button to go into your menu. So I also have on the side. I mean, it's like it's everything's overlapped. And have you ever had that?
No, I have not. I'm still focused on the fact that you called it quick attack, and I was very confused for a minute because quick attack is an actual move, but in this game, the smaller attacks are called fast attacks, and I get that those are very similar words, but I was very confused for a minute because quick attack is
Go away, Pikachu's jukebox.
Look, you.
Look,
That's,
you.
Look.
Oh.
All right. Tell them about the Discord. We gotta go.
All right. we gotta go. Gotta go fast. I mean, who are you, Sonic?
Joe put in, I'm not talking tonight. Joe put in so many headlines. I'm like,
all the headlines.
2. I'm gonna be like 1. He's gonna go. Then we'll 2. He's gonna go. There's like 15 headlines.
So this one came to us right after the show ended last week. But this is Potato Tot got their first raid of the day. Got a shiny Latias.
Nice.
Duly noted with a shiny Trapinch. Lincoln Prime says, so I was with a group of friends and we got word of a 100% clam pearl. So we all zipped over to its location and started catching, but it had not spawned for me. Just then, the top of the hour rolled over and it turned into this Latias.
Huh.
So, well, because when
interesting
during the events, when the hour rolls over, the Pokemon that are currently spawned will change into the next hour's spawns, but keep the same IVs. So that is awesome. So he ended up with 100% Latias instead of 100% Clamperl, and I would make that trade every day.
I can see that, yeah.
Potato Tot was not just happy enough to get a shiny Latios, also ended up with a shiny Latios this past week. So, and yeah, World's OKS DM also brings up another thing. When the hour flips over as well, it not only keeps the IVs, but if it was shiny for you, it would also keep that as well. So if it's really close to the hour mark during an event, now this is during an event, if it's really close to the hour mark and you're okay risking it possibly despawning in those 30 seconds or whatever, if assuming it's like right there, and you don't like that particular shiny and you're hoping it's one from the next hour, you could technically wait and then click on it, but you also risk the chance of losing it. So we have from Post1 Kenobi 23 shinies from this past week. Latias, 2 Latias, 2 Rayquaza, a Kyogre, Castform, Cacturn, Masquerin, Clamperl, Cacnea, Slackoth, Snubble, 3 more Clamperls, a Talo, a male Pikachu with a hat, Shadow Magnemite, Bronzor Puchaina, a Lucky Shedinja, Zigzagoon, and a Trico. He's like, how dare you... Or no, this isn't... Sorry, it was Post1 Kenobi, not Nolte. So Post1 Kenobi is coming for that King of the Shinies tag. We'll have to see what Nolte put up. We've got that down below. This is from Mr. Tambourine, who's live here in the chat. Oh, hey, Lincoln Prime's here in the chat as well. So
Yeah,
there's
Lincoln
that.
Prime's troubleshooting my game.
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
yeah. Yeah, definitely make that setting.
Which, by the way, the setting menu is 100% different now.
Oh, yeah, they keep adding stuff.
That's
Anyway,
so weird.
Mr. Tambourine with a shiny Duskull, a shiny
So ugly.
2 shiny Latios, and a shiny Nincada. And then King of the Shinies coming in. Oh, wait. Posty One had 23 shinies this past week. Nulty, King of the Shinies, had 24.
Well, that's
With
long live the king.
a lot of Latios. Oh, man.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or Latios. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shiny Latios. Shiny Volbeat, Groudon, Kyogre, Cacnea, Meditite, shiny Lucky Gulpin, Phoebus, Chikorita. There's 2 more shiny Kyogre on the next screenshot. Another shiny Groudon, Seedot, Torkoal, Tropius, Plusle, Sableye, and Solrock. Pauly D
I
is
did not
asking,
get any Groudon
where do you
shinies.
send the screenshots? So our experiences of the week are in our Discord, which is available to our patrons. Patreon.com/Pokemon GO Podcast. Any tier will get you into our Discord.
But you could also email us screenshots if you wish to
That is
show
very,
at
very,
PokemonGoPodcast.com.
very true. We do not get enough emails. So if you do want to do that, that would be
we'd be more happy
awesome.
to share your experiences.
And then Nulty is showing off their hundos from the past week. A hundo Torkoal, Unknown O, Snover, and a hundo Purified Whismer. So that's a fake hundo. Is that a fundo?
Was no, I can't. Roll Tide, right? So is that
is that what you can do every time you stumble or stutter? It's just gonna be Roll Tide.
I mean, that's what sports ball people do, right? I don't know.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, getting a wreck. Roll Tide, Roll Tide. That's honestly just how I imagine all of Alabama is just that's the only 2 words they know. It means everything. You walk into a restaurant, Roll Tide, Roll Tide, Roll Tide. Yeah. Oh, roll Tide. Okay, Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. That's yeah.
It's like Pokemon who can only say their name.
Exactly. You've met Mr. Tambourine.
So,
you know you're getting it.
I don't know if you knew this, but my dad's side of the family, like they're all from Alabama.
Save it for Wise and Nerdy. We got stuff to do. So, all right. And I want to mention it sounded like it was. That's all the experiences of the week so far.
Yes, it was.
All right. We'll be right back with this message from the world's okayest DM. Oh, yeah, sneeze. It's not coming. Oh, I hate that so much. It's not
the fake sneeze.
I went to Freddy's for dinner tonight, and when I walked out of there, for some reason, I was really sneezing.
Well, you should have gone tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
Friday night at Freddy's.
That'd be 5 nights at Freddy's. I think you're trying to allude to. Good try, though.
Same diff,
Good
right?
Try. Yeah, absolutely. All right, I'm gonna throw this in, and we're gonna hit go on the audio here. Nope, that's the wrong one.
Hello, everybody. It is I, Dennis, the world's most okayest DM, here with another little Pokemon Go clip, and I'm going to try and keep this as short as possible because I have a longer rant that I'm giving to Charles for later. But I wanted to give you guys some of my opinions on the Hoenn tour that just happened. And I'm not including the Las Vegas thing because I don't have the money to go fly to Las Vegas, get a hotel, and then pay for a Pokemon Go event. That was broken anyways because, you know, Niantic's only had 7 years to figure it out. How can you expect them to, plan? Anyways, let's start with a positive of the Hoenn Tour event. So first, 16 hours of an event. That's a long time for an event. That's cool. Number 2, my Hoenn Tour Pokedex was completed. Number 3, lots of shiny debuts. 4, Primal Kyogre and Groudon are Amazeballs. 5, energy for Hoenn starter megas because I didn't get them the first time around. I had 0 mega energy for them. So there was the ability to get Hoenn Starter Mega Energy. 6, each hour you had some decent spawns. 7, one of the research tasks for the scrambly ghost thing was actually good because Sableye gives lots of Stardust. 8, Latios or Latios spawns in the wild. 9, Latios or Latios Mega Energy randomly from stops. And lastly, I guess 2 new Pikachu costumes. I guess that's a positive. All right, let's move over to the negative. First off, I'm just going to say this. Niantic continues to incentivize people to drive around instead of walk, which is always cool when I want to go for a walkie for as many hours as I can. But number 1, 0 bonuses for a global one-time only event. Cool. 2, some Hoenn Regional were stuck behind the egg wall with no bonuses. 3, garbage shiny rate. I only got 1 new shiny out of the entire Hoenn bunch, and I needed 27 of them to be shiny. 4, it was a glorified raid day, but again, no raid bonuses. 5, speaking of raids, glitchy raids. Getting kicked out of a raid 3/4 of the way through and then being unable to rejoin, so it just eats your pass that you paid 100 gold for, which is awesome. Getting raid invites that I couldn't actually join. They just sat there and I clicked on them and go to the gym and there's nothing in there, even though there was plenty of time left. Or getting invites that just get stuck in my my raid thingamabob. Like, it says 0 seconds for eternity. It just sits there. Without friends, you'd only get 8 balls in raids, which with those 2 Pokemon, they tend to run away. So I actually lost out on 2 Kyogres, which made me super happy. 7, research tasks were terrible. What I mean is, you could get the Hoenn starters. All right. It's not bad, I guess. Ghosts from Scrambled Quest, which you had to figure out and go look up instead of just, like, that would be a fun idea if it wasn't a global event where, like, time is of the essence and whatnot. Like, do that crap on, like, a week event. Or you could get Mega Energy. But sometimes the quests you couldn't complete because the typing didn't exist during that particular hour, or it cost you way too much dust to get 10 Mega Energy. 8, each hour seemed to weight the crappier Pokemon, and it was much harder to find the good ones. Latios spawns were a pain in the you-know-what to catch. Saw people using upwards of 100 balls to catch them. 10, 5 Mega Energy from stops. Again, incentivizing driving because I had to drive around for many hours and spin lots of stops in order to just barely get the amount of Mega Energy I needed. 11, the event incentivized driving. I already said that. 12, weather sucked. Now, this is a personal thing. It was warm like the day before, and then it was freezing the day of. As a side note, my external battery cable also broke, so my phone died with like 2 or 3 hours left to go in the event, which was also fun. 13, Kecleon is obnoxious when I'm trying to quickly spin stops, aka while I'm driving around trying to spin stops. 14, logging glitchy issues. So while I'm trying to log in, the game just keeps glitching out and I'm stuck in a login screen for upwards of 5 to 10 minutes, which is always fun. Overall, I found it to be incredibly disappointing. Those are my thoughts. Thanks so much. Also, my second book in the Lycan Solomon's Odyssey series, that's a comic book series that I write about the world's first werewolf. You can find that over at www.hiveheadstudios.com, which will also allow you to sign up for my email list where I share stories from the road, as well as behind-the-scenes stuff, and pictures of Yoshi. Also, over at patreon.com/hiveheadstudios, you can check out the podcast that Charles and I do, where we talk about behind-the-scenes stuff and other weird random things. All right. Thanks so much. Back to the show.
By the way, Yoshi is his dog.
Yes.
When he says pictures of Yoshi. Oh, yeah.
So I was very... he had quite the long list of positives. I did not expect that to happen. So that was definitely interesting. And his dislikes, 2 of those were not even on Niantic, a broken cable and bad weather. But what about the rest of it, Joe? How'd you feel about that rundown of the event this week?
I think that was a pretty accurate rundown of what went down, to be completely honest. It was better than I was expecting, because I was expecting a lot more technical difficulties. But at the end of the day, those were some very appropriate criticisms as well. I had a lot of people around me saying, where are all the shinies? What's going on here? I had a lot of people saying,
where have all the shinies gone?
Yeah, I had a lot of people saying, for a basically raid heavy event, they gave us like 1, 2, I can't remember. I think they gave us 2 raid passes, and they were like, that not cool, Niantic. It's clear what you're doing here. This is a raid heavy event, and you don't give us raid passes. You're like, hey, spend money. That's basically what that meant right there.
You and Lincoln Prime are now ultra friends.
Ultra. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And so
I had a okay time with it, but I mostly just raided.
I mean, you were buzzed the whole time, so
Yeah, I caught the bourbon sore, and he battled well for me.
Yep.
Joe doesn't even know where to go. How about this, Joe? Let's jump right into it. But thank you, Dennis. And there is a 23-minute version that I will put out for the patrons. So either you're welcome or I'm sorry. But we did have a discussion of the week last week. How did the issues during the Pokemon Tour Ho in Las Vegas and the remote raid changes impact you? And what do you have on your links there, Joe?
Okay. Let's take a look at what we have indeed. So we have from MockG on Reddit. Gameplay-wise, I did not notice any interruptions in the game during the Vegas event. Now, he didn't specify whether he was at the Vegas event. And then it says the remote raid, ever since they stopped giving us the free one, I only remote raid a couple of times a month. That is fair. They are not cheap. And they're only going to get more expensive. Yeah. So that's what we've got there. Let me check to see if we have anything in Discord.
You won't, because again, we forgot to.
Well, I checked.
We forgot to publish the show.
No. I checked Discord. I said Discord. I wasn't asking about. But nobody commented in Discord this time. So MockG is the sole contributor for this discussion topic. But for you, you specifically mentioned that it did impact your play this weekend. It
did a little bit, and it was just subconscious because I wasn't going in going, well, I don't like. But the second it went, hey, you don't have enough gold coins, buy some. Just instantly, it was like, I don't know, man. I just kind of had this bad feeling. Then I did it anyway. Twice, as a matter of fact. 'Cause I think I only bought a small. I didn't mean to, but I think I only bought a smaller pack to start with, so I had to get another pack later on. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see. And also, that is what I try to use the Patreon funds for, is to interact more with the community. Yeah, interact. And the only things I really buy are raid passes so that I can play with people. But and hello, Tuga Throws 27. It was 17 last week. Apparently, she aged it up 10 roses. So it's all the love in the air, all the roses. You just missed the bus. Sorry.
The love tonight. Sorry.
And the reason I said that was that she's waiting on the bus. So I realized the podcast won't know. But what the podcast will know is you can now connect Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet to Pokemon Go, catch the roaming form of Gimmighoul, and evolve it into Golden Ghoul. Well, so for me, I can't, because I'm just going to come to you and have you do it for me.
And that will work for you.
I never actually got Swoltan.
Swoltan. You got to go to the gym for that. I
forgot how to evolve. I have Meltan. I just don't remember. I don't know if I ever got enough.
All right. So, you may have noticed a free thing in a free box in your shop for 9 Gimmighoul coins. But yes, now you can send postcards from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Scarlet or Violet for opportunities to encounter the roaming form of Gimmighoul. So Gimmighoul, I think, has 3 different forms. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. I think he's got 3 different forms. So this is the roaming form, and then he's got the chest form, and I think he's got one more. But again, I could be wrong. And you can use the coin bag to catch the roaming form Gimmighoul. And so it says here, it seems that Gimmighoul love and are lured in by the bag's treasure chest. like appearance and the sound of coins jingling within. And so
Basically, Gimme Gold is what they named him almost.
yeah. Tucus Rose asks, how far do you have to be in Scarlet or Violet to do this?
Yeah, Joe.
That is a great question. I don't know. I assume I assume it's not that far in. Does it? I'm trying to see if it has one. Um, let's see. I'm not seeing anything that specifies how far you have to be in. There is a brand new form of Vivillon that is going to be specific for these postcards that you send to it. And then you need 999 Gimmighoul coins to evolve
Holy cow.
the roaming form of Gimmighoul into Golden
Go.
Go. I noticed, and I don't know if the coins take up item storage, but when I tried to collect the box, it said that my storage was too full to collect it. I really hope it doesn't take up storage slots because there's a lot of people that don't have 1,000 storage slots to designate specifically for Gimmighoul coins. So that would be if that's the case and it's not just a glitch that it wouldn't let me collect the coins. That's real scummy Niantic. I'm hoping it was a glitch that it just wouldn't let me collect it, and that they don't actually count against you. Because I'm scrolling through and I can't even see. Oh, there they are. They're on the bottom. So I'll have to check next time I get a coin to see if it increases how many coins I've got.
So, all right. You have to send a postcard from Scarlet or Violet.
No, from Pokemon Go to Scarlet and Violet. So you have to connect to the game, and we do have a guide to connecting to the game here from Spotty2012. So in Pokemon Go, you go to the settings, you scroll down to Nintendo Switch, hit connect to Switch. In Scarlet and Violet, you go to the Poke Portal, you click Mystery Gift, and then click Connect to Go. Then hit Pair with a Pokemon Go account, and you have to have your Bluetooth on. Once your account has been paired, hit Connect to Pokemon Go in Scarlet and Violet. In Pokemon Go, open your postcard book and click on the postcard you want to send from the menu there. Then hit Send to Nintendo Switch.
So I gotta come. So but do you have to have already caught Gimmighoul for me to get Gimmighoul?
No.
Is Gimmighoul in Scarlet
Yes.
or not? Okay. So, but if let's say I came to you, not truly this weekend, but if I came to you this weekend and you get the Switch out and I connect my game to your Switch,
Yes.
I can send a postcard to your Switch.
Yes.
And then I'll get a coin bag.
You'll be able to encounter the roaming form of Gimmighoul in your Pokemon Go game.
So the coin bag is only in Scarlet.
The
where's the 999,000 coins
you
coming
have to
from?
collect those coins in Pokemon Go.
And Go.
Yes.
Dude, this is like the worst.
But
no, man, it's not the worst. I'm going to do the crap out of it. So it's really not the worst, but
yeah. One thing to note, if you are using a Samsung S22 or a Samsung S23, you are out of luck because you cannot connect your game. You cannot connect your phone to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. They messed up big time. Who was it? Was it Mr. Tambourine? I think it was in our Discord that was saying that he couldn't connect at all because of all this nonsense. And there's a lot of people trying to troubleshoot and things like that, and people are having all kinds of issues with connecting. But as far as I can tell, none of the Samsung S22 or S23 people have been able to connect so far. Mr. Tambourine says it was not him, so I need to look at who it was. It was Dooley. Dooley noted was the one that was saying that he could not connect with his Samsung S23. Yeah, for some other people that had Samsung phones but were not the S22 or 23, they were having issues too, and what they had to do was disconnect all of their other Bluetooth devices, put their phone in airplane mode, then turn on the Bluetooth for it to work. So they had to do airplane mode, Bluetooth on, Wi-Fi on, then they could connect to the Switch. Other people. This didn't work for Dooley because he tried. All kinds of... Yeah.
I think of that voice every time you say Dooley.
So, yeah, there's all those kind of issues. And then, in addition to those issues, if your Pokemon Go name is only 3 letters long, if your trainer name is only 3 characters long, you can't pair to it either.
What?
Yeah, and they literally, in the Niantic Help article, they literally say, if you are eager to connect, change your trainer name. But they do say that this will be, the resolution is slated for an upcoming patch, and they also note that you're only allowed to change your trainer name a limited number of times. They don't specify how many times. I don't know how many times you can, but they say that you can only change your trainer name a limited number of times. So, yeah. Maybe they should test some of these outliers, and having them test every single phone would be
but
is a bit
S22 and 23 are new.
Are new. Yeah, exactly.
They're new.
They should be
and they're top of the line phones.
They should be testing new phones.
I mean, Barry would have tested it for them.
Yeah, get Barry in on it. So, Lincoln Prime, stand on one leg and say "Roll Tide" while covering your mouth to fix all these issues.
There you go.
Roll Tide.
Golden Lure modules. I'm just gonna scroll back through.
Yeah, so there's golden
stupid stickers.
They're adding golden lure modules to collect more Gimme Gold coins. So you can obtain golden lure modules by sending multiple postcards to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. In addition, it seems that you can get more items from golden Pokestops than from regular Pokestops, and extremely fortunate trainers may encounter even the roaming form of Gimmighoul.
And currently, there's a free golden box in the store that you can claim.
Yeah, with the 9 coins.
Yep.
Did you already claim it?
I just did.
Oh, I was going to have you, if you hadn't claimed it yet, I was going to have you check to see if it counted against your total number of items.
Well, that I can tell you because I just cleaned out my items. Okay, I can't tell you that.
Ooh, Pauly D says that great catches or better will give you more coins on the catch. Interesting.
I'm going to say it does because it's down there with the Unova stones and the Sinnoh stones, and those things count against you.
Yeah, it might.
But the gifts don't count. Yeah,
exactly.
Everything counts. The only thing that don't count.
Gifts
yeah,
don't
notice
count.
in this list. Gifts do count.
Gifts don't. They used to. They don't anymore.
Okay, but they did.
So I hope they don't. And it was just a bug when I tried to collect it since I had so many items sitting there. But anyway, all of that. If the stars aligned, you could catch roaming form Gimmighoul in the game. They said for 24 hours, but this was posted a little while ago, so I guess that's already happened. It says for the next 24 hours, Pokestops may spontaneously turn gold to celebrate the connection. So
I didn't see any. So now I've got to come and bribe you with some Slurpees to get one, but I can do that. Lord. Yeah, I think it's time. I came up there last time. I think it's time for you to come down here and bring Slurpees with you.
Yeah.
But see, I like going to see Joe because he lives 5 minutes away from a 7-Eleven.
It's true. And
actually closer now.
No,
you confirmed.
It's about 5 minutes away, but yeah, that one.
I thought the other one was okay. The other one's
15,
the
other one's more like 15.
But coming soon. Okay,
within like a half an hour driving distance, I've got 3.
Yep, rub it in. I don't think we have a headline on this,
they don't make
Pokemon
Slurpee lotion.
Poke-
Rub it in.
Pokemon's. Let me do this show. Pokemon Sleep is coming.
Roll Tide.
They did. That's about right. But here's your back to your headlines. Pair soon with Pokemon Go Plus. What can we do with Pokemon Go Plus Plus? Actually, no, it's Plus Plus, isn't it? It's Pokemon Go Plus Plus. This is so. I didn't even realize how dumb that name was until I read it out loud.
Plus.
It's Plus Plus. Exactly. So what's going on here, Joe?
I don't know what programming language they use there, but I've got to think that whoever does this is a fan of C++, the programming language. Anyway, yes, the Pokemon Plus is coming out, as is Pokemon Sleep, just like you said. The Plus is a new peripheral, and it says you will be able to automatically throw Pokeballs at wild Pokemon and automatically spin Pokestops to get the items.
So they're competing with the gacha.
Yes, but apparently it's going to have more than one button because it says you'll also be able to switch to throwing Great Balls or Ultra Balls with the press of a button, which is something that the Plus cannot do. And since it only has the one button, I kind of think it's not coming to the Plus. What?
We were talking last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, about are they making their devices crap out on purpose? Because how would we know, right?
They want people to
buy. And
the
now we see this announcement, because this is not what I expected to come. Because I think Sleep and this kind of merged, because if you read down, it talks about Sleep in a second. But yeah, they want you to buy the new one, so your Plus is going to be getting worse and worse, man. I think.
Yeah.
But it says now you can easily use Pokemon Go Plus, the stupid name, to track your sleep. Yeah. Just press the center button and place it by your pillow.
Yes, yeah. So the Plus will connect to Pokemon Sleep
in the future. Yeah.
I don't know why it has to be next to your pillow, and I don't know how it connect like that. That's a whole level of creepy to me.
That's weird. But if you use, now they're incentivizing you to use it though. If you do this, it'll give you special research that allows you to encounter Snorlax wearing a nightcap, which is still not much of a reward, but it is different. But I don't know. This feels weird coming off of the other things going wrong. And honestly, you might as well just call it Dirty Hippie Eevee at this point. Plus. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Oh, yeah. It just the fact that Pokemon Sleep wants that peripheral to be right next to my head while I'm sleeping, I don't know why. It seems real creepy to me, and I don't know. It just feels creepy.
Does Polly D.
To you? It feels creepy.
No, okay. So I listen to tons of tech shows, and even though I do have an iWatch, I don't like wearing peripherals when I sleep. Lots of people have gotten used to it to track their own sleep. And there's a point in time where I was trying to track my snoring patterns to see if it could give me suggestions on how to help and those kind of things. So I don't find it creepy. It's just I do find it odd. Like you have to put it next to your pillow or under your pillow. I think they're just trying to get that cutesy kid vibe, sleep, curling up with it or whatever.
Did you see Polly D?
Oh, I saw pre-ordered my Plus yesterday. I was going to ask him how much it was, and I bought one on resale to resell in a year for 4 times the price.
Sadly he's not wrong, because what's going to happen is in a year they'll stop making these, and anyone that has an unopened one will be able to sell it for Prime for a little while, and then the sales will peter off and the price will peter off again.
So you're saying we should buy 3 or 4 of these for the show as our retirement package? Got it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to retire on a McDonald's meal or 3.
I mean, have you been to McDonald's lately?
They're $59. Wow. I kind of want to. This might sound weird, but I kind of just want to wait to see what the people that made Gacha come up with. And go from there, because if it's $59, like the gacha is $59. Link at Prime, it connects directly to Santa, so he knows when you're sleeping.
It is more of a flat disc. I'm at Best Buy looking at it right now.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It shows
It's
an odd
big,
picture
though.
of somebody holding it in their hand on their pillow. Then they have it in the bed next to them, like has its own spot. It does look kind of big. Recording sleep. It shows Pikachu sleeping out 7 hours and 19 minutes. I guess it records some of your sounds or something while you're sleeping. There's some kind of chart there. That is quite the big disc.
Yeah, it is pretty big.
But I can't tell. Obviously, the center button is a button, but I can't tell if the red and white logos are buttons. And it doesn't really go into detail. But at Best Buy in the US right now, or am I logged? Oh, I'm logged in, so maybe because I have a membership with Best Buy. Best $54.99. Oh, plus taxes. I guess we'll put it right at 60. So
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it only has the one button as far as I can see, but I don't know.
Well, if you had only one button to hit, would you hit it for this free timed research on the Go Battle League Rising Heroes?
I think I'll wait to see if it actually offers more functionality besides the auto spin and auto catch versus the plus I've already got. Let's see. Yeah, Pauly D says maybe there are settings within the app that let you customize it. Lincoln Prime just got a Gimme Gold coin and confirms that it does not count against your storage. So it was just a bug that it wouldn't let me collect the box because I was full. Actually, it's kind of random, but it reminds me that this past weekend I tried to buy a box that included a storage upgrade for my items, and it wouldn't let me buy the box because I didn't have enough storage space. I thought that was rather ironic that I was trying to buy a box that gave me more storage.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a lot of.
But then you went and threw away about a third of your 15,000 Pokeballs, so then you had more storage space.
Actually, right when this morning I threw away 30 Great Balls, but I still have 1,000 Pokeballs and like 450 Ultra Balls.
Too many, Joe.
I
Too
am
many.
a hoarder. My strange addiction. I gotta have all the balls.
So
Rising
everybody
Heroes.
knows.
You said Rising Heroes. I heard you.
I
say
did.
Rising
Everybody
Heroes.
knows that we don't do the Go Battle Leagues, but there is a timed event free challenge thing you can do, and there's dates. So the first one is March 1st to 8th, which is what's going on right now. Great League and the Fantasy Cup Ultra League Edition, and then it'll keep going all the way through June 1st. What is this? Is the idea, does Rising Heroes play into any game, or is it just something for them to really kind of help focus on Go Battle League?
It's all centered around Go Battle League.
Okay. There's Palmer, Go Battle Day Palmer. Is free time research going on from March 25th. Rewards include gloves by Palmer and the Diamond Pearl, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl versions. So you can win some gloves on that day. Stardust Day is May 14th. And for $1, you can get time research and awarding increased Stardust. So why don't you just buy Stardust from the store? I don't know.
And then I don't see anything in the official post about it, but the infographic from the PokeGo Hunter they're part of PokeHub, or Go Hub rather. They say, and I've heard it, other people talk about it, so I'm assuming it's true, but it says that elite raids are going to return. So the EX raids, apparently are coming back. So you may want to start raiding at gyms that are EX eligible. I want to say I heard it was in 3 weeks, but anyway, we'll see.
I mean, honestly, if you Battle League, this looks kind of exciting for everybody. Dennis just said he is 2 or 3 upgrades from max. So there's, I know he.
The elite raids are the new Reggies, Regieleki and Regidrago.
Regieleki.
I like to lick my Regirocks.
Whoa, hey.
Reggie Licky.
Hey, how about you hone your catching skills instead in the catch mastery
That
event?
sounds
with
great. I like it.
The three little fighters that could here: Hitmontop, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan. You'll get some shinies of Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, and
On Sunday.
or Hitmontop too. Is it this Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. It's this Sunday. We won't publish that either. It's okay. Eggs can get you a shiny Tyrogue, which would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind getting shinies of each of these characters. So some event bonuses. No XP.
I need you to put a new button on your
Okay.
device. A Roll Tide button, and you can use it for whatever you swear. You click it. It says Roll Tide instead of whatever language you're about to use.
What did I say?
Nothing. I just Lincoln Prime said this is a family show. Roll Tide. Yeah, I'm honestly not that excited for this Hitmon event. It's like, okay, cool.
So this is from the Sylph Road, from Shady O'Grady T. I like it. Special Research Challenge change. This was catch a Kyogre, and now it's a Roll Titan winter raid.
Yeah, so I mean there's no more Kyogre raids, so they switched it. They do this after special events all the time, where they make it to something that's more reasonable than what was during the event. But I just wanted to let everyone know, if you didn't finish the special research and caught the Kyogre or the Groudon as part of the research tasks, they changed it, so it's a lot easier. You can still do it. So
we need Mr. Tembo to go to our speak pipes and give
say
his
Roll
best
Tide.
Roll Tide.
He will be the button.
And anybody else wants to counter that with their own team, you can do that too. We'll put a bunch of buttons on here. Let's go through them.
Now Phil and Dennis are gonna sing the Eagles.
Go Birds!
The Eagles song.
Go Birds! Go Birds! Go Birds!
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Da, da, da. Oh wait, no, it's different.
The March Community Day, Saturday, the March 18th, is going to be Slowpoke and Galarian Slowpoke,
which is a little bit different twist. We got both versions of them.
We've had that before, where they've done both versions.
I need the Galarians. I need the Galarians on this one, because I definitely don't have the Slowbro or Slowking.
And then all the different evolutions. So Slowbro, Galarian Slowbro, Slowking, and Galarian Slowking will all be able to learn Surf.
Galarian Slowking is cool. Surf looks dumb. 65 power. It just seems weak.
Yeah, but it's easier to charge up than a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Take
it back.
That's right, you do.
Then for $1 you can get some other stuff.
Oh, I wanted to mention the primal evolutions. So you know how mega evolutions give you extra candy based on the type of evolution it is? The primal ones actually give you a wider variety of candy. It's basically whatever that weather boost would be. It gives you extra candies for all of those different types. So I'd have to look up a list for it. I'll get it for you guys next time, because we're pretty much out of time, so we got to hurry up and speed through these last few things. The festival.
Wouldn't it be if you didn't do a 50,000 headline?
Oh, you love it and you know it. The Festival of Colors, not lights, Colors is returning. The Festival of Lights will probably return at the end of the year as well, but Festival of Colors is returning with Mega Metacham, and Bruxious is debuting during this event for the second year in a row for the Festival of Colors. So the first annual, because the first one would just be the debut, so it would be the first annual.
This is the first annual. I always love to irritate Hugh with that, where I do the first video. Hey, we're doing this again. This is the first annual. I was like, no, this is the first. You have to have a year before you have first annual. I was like, nope.
We beat to the beat of our own drum. Whatever.
Ooh, Bruxish looks very colorful.
Well, that would make sense since this is the Festival of Colors.
Yeah.
So this is...
That's also a nightmare fish.
Yeah, right. So this is a week long, starting on March 8th until March 14th. And yeah, have fun. It says, keep an eye out. Trainers will find a colorful surprise around Pokestops as they walk close to them. It doesn't actually say what that quote unquote colorful surprise is. Is it going to be Bruxious? Who knows?
Don't know.
So,
well, and there's a lot of different colored Pokemon.
and new
and
avatar
Natu's making a
items. We
return.
know you love your avatar items.
They just haven't done anything that's cool.
They're also going to have Ho-Oh raids, which makes sense because he's got the rainbow feathers and whatnot. I wonder if the colorful surprise is going to be the pom-pom bird. We're going to get some of the different versions. I can't.
Rico.
Or a Colo. Yeah, that one. Whatever it is. Anyway.
Ricola. And then there's now this is a very well done graphic for the Festival of Colors. I like it.
I like it a lot.
Haha,
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Hashtag
Judge. It's coming. I need a shiny Judge Drudge. I don't think they're in the game yet, but I'm saying I've got the red and blue one. I need a shiny one. Yeah, all right, cool. I mean, it's gonna be a fun little event that I should be able to participate in. Joe. Wait, let me. We've already referenced it. We got to use it. Let me find it. Oh, here we go.
Charlie, Joe, what time is it?
It is time for random trivia. We're gonna speed right through this one. So Bruxious, the Gnash Teeth Pokemon, it is a water psychic type of Pokemon. Its Pokedex entry from Pokemon Sun says when it unleashes its psychic power from the protuberance on its head, the grating sound of grinding teeth echoes through the area. That is some straight up horror. Like, could you imagine in the middle of the night, like that the gnashing of
this
teeth?
fish looks like it was rejected from Shark's Tale. I'm just saying.
Oh, I don't want a Sharknado full of Bruxious. It's got a very colorful shiny. Not that we're getting the shiny yet, but it's got a very colorful shiny. So the normal one is that the pink, purple, yellow, and blue. The shiny is completely different with yellow, red, mint, and white. Bruxious was designed by an unknown female designer, but was finalized by someone else. I don't know why that's noteworthy.
It's Women's History. It's Women's History Month now.
Okay,
March.
so that's why it is. Anyway, Bruxious may be designed on a reef triggerfish. I can definitely see that. Pulling up a picture of a reef triggerfish. Never heard of a reef triggerfish before now, but yeah, that definitely could be. Its colorful pattern resembles some styles of stereotypical psychedelic art, and its signature ability suggests that it is also related to dazzle camouflage. For those that don't know what dazzle camouflage is, they use the juxtaposition of colors to razzle dazzle. But yeah, Bruxious is a combination of bruxism and fish. What is bruxism? Bruxism is excessive teeth grinding or jaw clenching. Well, that makes a lot of sense. That would be the name Bruxish.
It's Brux-ish.
He's Brux-ish.
Very colorful. Very, very potent fish. So that's coming up next week, give or take, pretty soon. Also, Thunderous for Season of Legends task if you need him to finish. So there you go. Dennis says Surf doesn't make them much better in Battle League. The poison one is okay just because it counters Fairy. So there is that.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up. You can email your experience of the week screenshots over to show@PokemonGoPodcast.com. While you're at our website, go ahead and leave a speak pipe. It's on the right-hand side of the screen. We'd love to have your voice on the show. Reddit's r/Pokemon Go Podcast for all your headlines and things that you want us to talk about. Go on over there and post anything. You can talk about the experience of your week. You can talk about, we put up the question of the week, which Joe, do you have one ready for tonight? Not right this second, but you got a few minutes here.
That's a great. So if you don't want to email us, you could, like you said, just post your experiences of the week in our Discord, or sorry, you could post it in our Discord, but in our subreddit. You can include it there as well. So
exactly, we'd love to have it. Twitter's at Pokemon Go Pod. YouTube is Pokemon Go Podcast. TikTok's at Pokemon Go Podcast. Which Civilian on Base has done a lot of great videos there for us. And come every week to twitch.tv/Pokemon Go Podcast to join the awesomeness that is. Well, that's another bot. Keep skipping all these bots. I don't know. Drapsnat thinks a bot. Jail Traveler made it in. Kata, Kadina, Lurks. I think these are mostly bots. Timbo 10, otherwise known as Mr. Timberine 19. Paula Arrigue, I don't know. Polly D is back again. Squish to the Twitch. Squishy Twitchy, my favorite bot. Stulu89. You ban jury lol. That has to be a bot. And the world's most okayest DM that has a book 2 of Lycan, A Solomon's Odyssey, dropping soon. And yours truly makes an appearance in the book. And I'm very, very happy. So go check it out. That's jersey I'm wearing tonight. Joe, where can they find you on the web?
You can find me on Twitter at Joseph_Ard. You can also find me on YouTube at Assorted Geekdom, where I actually posted a new video this past week.
Nice.
So there's that. And I do, before you get to have a chance to talk, I do have a question for this week. If you were given the chance to design a new Pokemon, what would you use as inspiration?
All right, that's interesting.
If you
design a new Pokemon, what would be the what would you base it off of? Like they base it off of animals in the world and those kind of things.
Yeah,
right?
and I mean, if you are an artist and want to include a picture of your custom Pokemon, feel free to send that to us. That would be great.
That would be pretty awesome. I'd love it. You can find me at Rod Got a Pod across a lot of social media podcasting. That's easy advice to give, where I've been a little busy this week, but I do need to give some easy advice out. And tune in next week to hear Joe say,
Roll Tide!
Go Birds!